Catch a predator. Like moths to a flame, they just keep coming. Thanks for joining us. I'm Stone Phillips.
And I'm Ann Curry. It has been more than 2 years now since we first began our series of reports investigating online sex predators. 5 different states, 129 men exposed.
Tonight, investigation number 6. This time, we've set up our hidden cameras in a rented house in rural Georgia. And once again, even men who have seen our reports show up at the door. We should let you know that some of what you will see and hear is explicit. Here's Chris Hansen.
Now, this is the fetish guy with the boots.
Meanwhile, back at the house, Amanda, our decoy, is in place ready to invite our next guest inside.
All right, Amanda, this guy should be bringing riding boots for you to wear.
Using the screen name Gerald White 30627, this 31-year-old starts chatting with a girl posing as a 15-year-old. He asks the decoy if she wears boots. The girl responds, "I wish I had some tall ones." Then Gerald White 30627 says, "Perhaps we could go boot shopping." The decoy types, "Wow, you mean for like the big ones?" Then he cuts to the chase and says, "I'm not going to avoid the subject. I would like to make love to you after we are done boot shopping. I have a serious fetish for boots." Gerald White later tells the decoy he's going to bring her a pair of boots. But as he comes in the house, he's not carrying any.
Come on in upstairs, sweetie.
Good.
I just gotta get these clothes out so they don't wrinkle. Did you bring the riding boots?
Yes.
All
They're
right.
out in the car.
I can't wait to get my own pair.
So you have a little shopping day planned this afternoon?
Yep.
Yeah. And who are you taking shopping today?
Natasha.
Natasha.
Yes.
And how did you meet Natasha?
Met her online.
Online.
Yes.
And how old do you think Natasha is?
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
No, sir. We never discussed that.
You never discussed it. To refresh his memory, I read to him from his chat log. I'm 15.
You don't have to go any further. I understand.
You talk about taking her out and buying her some boots.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
It's just shopping, period.
Shopping.
That's it.
So you just found a 15-year-old girl online, decided you're going to buy her a pair of leather boots. That you want her to wear 24 hours a day, you say right here? What was your plan here today?
No plan whatsoever.
No
Just
plan
to
whatsoever.
Just come to talk and everything. Obviously, I make...
As the 31-year-old heads for the door, law enforcement moves into place, ready to take the man down as soon as he walks outside.
Get on the ground now! Get down!
Police arrest him and lead him away, clearing the front of the house so more suspects are free to come in. Online, he calls himself Southwest Georgia Male Yes. His chat is one of the most graphic and disturbing we've come across. At first, he offers the decoy, Erin Lynn B., $250. When she asks, "Why do you want to give me money?" he says, "'Cause I want you." Then he tells her about another girl he met online.
She was 15 like you. Her mom was at work.
Okay.
She invited me over. Had never had sex.
Oh.
Her and her friend.
He goes on to say that the 2 girls performed oral sex on him, and then he describes in detail how he claims to have taken one of the girls' virginity. And he doesn't stop there. After he sends pornography, he then introduces the decoy to a woman who calls herself Phyllis, his girlfriend, and says she wants to be there with us. Phyllis then apparently gets on the computer herself and starts chatting with Erin Lynn B. and explains how Phyllis, the girlfriend, doesn't show up. She apparently had to work. But Southwest Georgia Male Yes does, and is now in our house and in hot pursuit of our decoy.
I didn't get a chance to get a hug.
Have a seat.
But as the decoy walks behind the curtain, the man sees our camera crew and runs.
He saw Ron. He's coming out. He's coming out.
And he keeps on running, even after sheriff's deputies order him to stop. Finally, an officer's taser knocks him to the ground. After he's arrested, he's taken in for questioning. This man with the incredibly vulgar chat reveals something that, ironically, no longer surprises us.
I was a minister in the church.
What church you go to?
My dad was a preacher in the Baptist church. I don't want to go to prison.
There are more suspected predators on the way. This man pulling into our driveway is 38-year-old David Hilbish. He builds tunnels.
In the chat, he had mentions molesting another 15-year-old.
Online, using the screen name Tunnels 12,000, he tells the decoy named Tracy in Excess this isn't his first time meeting a teen on the internet. I did it with a 15-year-old before, and I came real close to getting caught. I didn't have sex with her, everything but. He later says he was questioned by detectives, but never charged. Now, he wants to have sex with Tracy.
I want all of you, Tracy, in every way.
You show me.
Could you have a seat right over there, please? How you doing?
Yeah.
Go ahead, son.
When I confront the 38-year-old, his memory seems a bit foggy.
And so you were chatting with a girl named Tracy.
Right.
And how old is Tracy?
I don't have no idea.
The problem for you, David, is that I have the chat right here. How old are you again? Not sure if I read that right. 14. Okay. Have you ever done this before?
No.
Have you ever been with an underage girl before?
No, not sexually, no.
I did it with a 15-year-old before, and I came real close to being caught. We stay out all night and fall asleep in my
I
truck.
didn't break the law that I knew of, and the police officer told me that.
And why?
I don't know what the law is, but he didn't. He questioned me. I went back home that night, and he called me Monday.
When I read him some of what he wrote in his chat log, he first tries to blame the girl.
I would do it in a minute with you, hoping I would stay out of jail. You ask her if she likes oral sex.
And she asked me several things also.
Does that make it right?
No, and she invited me here.
So because a 14-year-old girl invites you to come over, it's okay
for
for
a... Right, it's wrong. I admit I'm wrong.
Why did you do it?
There is no reason.
I'd want to stay all night. Did you bring any alcohol with you?
Yeah,
Yeah. And what did you bring exactly?
exactly what she asked.
When I ask him what his plan was here tonight, he says
So
he's
if this-
not really sure.
If this 14-year-old girl was willing to have sex with you, would you have had sex with her?
I can't say for sure. I never did with that other girl, and that's the reason why.
And that's the reason why.
She was underage.
Aren't there any girls or women of legal age that you can date? I mean,
I have a fiance.
Huh?
I have a fiance.
You have a fiance. And how do you suppose this is going to play when she finds out about this?
It's not going to play at all.
Now it's time to tell Tunnels 12,000 what he's walked into.
I need to tell you that I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who meet teens online and then try to meet them in person for sex.
Then he says he'd like to say something more.
I just need to stay off the internet, maybe.
He says he's not a predator. He's a lonely man raising 2 children alone who uses the internet to meet